Hello everyone, this is Kiki, and welcome to my art journey. Now you might be going, Kiki, you're doing another redraw. You do those all the time. Yes, I do. However, I do not consider this one in particular to be a redraw, more of a finalization of a design. Now, it's been almost a full year since I did the original design on paper with my Copics. And when I initially did it, I wasn't entirely sure how far I wanted to push what I was drawing. One, just because the initial idea in my head was a little extra, and also because the medium, the Copics, or the alcohol markers, it wasn't just Copics that I was using, were something I was so very, very new at. I had only used them, I think, once or twice before this picture. So I knew I would eventually take it into digital and fix it up and add some of the effects to the outfit that I initially had thought about. I still didn't go quite as far as my initial idea. There's still probably some things that if I were to ever go back and redraw her again, I would change. But the biggest things are the color for the coat, the length of the coat, her hand positions, the swords I adjusted a little bit, and you'll see me add a ribbon to the end of them. There is a reason for that. And the hair and the bird are some of the biggest things that I changed. The coat I took from being those really dark purples and blues and made it much more vibrant and bright and added a peacock design sort of embroidery to it. And the raven, which was initially just a raven, I adjusted to be a monster mash, for lack of a better word, and turned it into a peacock raven. Because, you know, in the world of One Piece, which this is an OC I created for One Piece, there are strange looking animals that are combinations of animals, such as the giant sea cow. Just varying other creatures that show up. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the final result came out. I did have to do quite a few adjustments to the body of the bird, just because while I was very proud of how I did it traditionally, just by eyeballing the picture, I did have quite a few things that were off. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with the final result of this and how all the colors worked out. The embroidery on the coat to look like the peacock tail was an absolute pain in my butt. It was so tedious and just but I made it through and I did it, and I think it looks really good. The initial idea was to have it actually be peacock feathers, not just embroidered. But with the whole idea of the coat as an entire thing is that it's meant to be reversible. And if there was actual feathers on the outside stitched into the coat itself, it wouldn't work, because when she reverses it, the longer part actually tucks up and it becomes more of a just ankle length coat. So that I had to change to just being the embroidery. Initially I had also thought about putting feathers on the edges of the sleeves as well, but again changed that because of the whole reversible thingy-mabob. The other thing is I'll probably draw the reverse at some point and like have them side by side as a comparison. I don't know if I'll make a video out of it. Probably will. But when she switches the coat around so that the solid dark color is on the outside, the shawl, I don't know what to call it, the feathers that are currently around her shoulders would actually hook around her waist instead, and the sash would become more of a scarf. The idea behind that is it would change her appearance enough, in technicality, that she would be able to move around a little bit easier without being noticed as much, especially considering with the peacock coat, she'd be very noticeable. But yeah, the idea behind the peacock and this entire character was explained in the last video, so I will link to that in the card, and possibly in the description as well. I'm not gonna go into all of that because it's already been explained, so you can go watch the original video for that one. That was quite a story. Yeah, the basically very, very short abbreviated version is my brother and I were having a conversation. He made a comment that annoyed me, and this character was born, and I love both ravens and peacocks, so that lent into it as well. And my brother calls me a peacock when I fight because that's how he thinks I fight. Anyway, but yeah, if you want the more full version of that, again, I'll leave the link in the card. But yes. finishing up with some shadows and highlights, and gonna throw on a really sort of plain background just to give it a little bit more something to look at. And yeah, this will be all done. And I did think about trying to add something a little bit more relevant to the show in the background somehow, just kind of show the connection to the show. Show the connection to the show. I can talk. But I didn't. I thought, you know, it looks fine as a standalone character design, and I know what she's for, so, you know, it works. And I kind of like the simplicity of it. But yeah, so here she is, and here's the final bit. And I hope you enjoyed it, because I know I had fun doing it, despite the tediousness of the feathers. And yeah, if you liked it, hit the like button. And if you really liked it, check out some of my other videos, because if you like this, then you'll probably like those. And if you want to join me for my arty journey, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell, and I hope to see you around. So till then, bye.